500 is all about history, and yesterday's 60th running was historic in the number of cautions. And the driver who outlasted all the others was the oldest one on the circuit. Matt Kenseth on the pole, looking to sweep the weekend after winning the Diamond Hill Plywood 200. Also before the race, 50-year-old Mark Martin lacing them up. He owned the headlines this week after saying he's coming back full-time next year to race with Hendrick. Meanwhile, Joe Gibbs giving last year's winner Kyle Busch a pep talk. The 60th running of the Southern 500 full of lead swaps and accidents. In the first half of the race, Kenseth, Jeff Gordon, Jimmie Johnson, Ryan Newman, Kasey Kahne, Martin Truex all led laps. Meanwhile, cars were finding the wall all over the place. Lap 13, Max Papis. Lap 30, Casey Mears. Lap 160, David Ragan. But no accident was scarier than that of Michael Waltrip.
Well, it was scary because you don't know what's going to happen with the fire. That's the worst thing about racing a car is fire. So I was scared, but it was quick. We got over it quickly.
The middle of the race was dominated by two-time winner Greg Biffle led the most laps of the race at 117. Like last year, he would not wind up in victory lane. Some of the other best drivers in the sport had trouble. Carl Edwards' up car was a downer. He finished 32nd. Kyle Busch hit the wall a little too hard. He finished 34th. And then Biffle's chances of winning ended with a spin-out on lap 295. But the cautions were not over. Number 16 of the night came with Brian Vickers and Jamie McMurray. Then the record 17th caution came when the most popular driver in the circuit, Dale Earnhardt Jr., spun out in turn 4. Emerging from that stoppage was Martin. Over the final 25 laps, he held off a surging Jimmie Johnson and a strong Tony Stewart to take the checkered flag, his second at the track too tough to tame, his first in 16 years.
I'm overwhelmed, just totally overwhelmed. This is a little bit more special in some ways than Phoenix because I was just kind of spun out. I just couldn't hardly believe it at Phoenix, and there was so much going on, and it's soaking in a little bit better.
My hat's off to Mark Martin and the whole 5 team. We were running as hard as we could and just kind of matching pace, and we had to go into fuel conservation mode after that. But 50 years old, he drives his butt off, man. I'm proud of him.
I mean, this guy is amazing. He's just an incredible race car driver and just one tough guy.
Also impressive was the finish of Stewart Haas Racing. Stewart finished 3rd. Ryan Newman finished 4th, giving them 2 top 5s for the first time this year.
If we put us out front, we might have been able to win the race. But good run for the U.S. Army Chevrolet, and I wish we'd been close to this Southern 500. This is one that's special to me, but we'll come back next year.
All these guys that believed in us when we decided to do this, and everybody said we were crazy, but yeah, we're having fun being crazy right now.
After the race, drivers did comment on the suspension handed down to Jeremy Mayfield and 2 crew members for testing positive for banned substances. Mayfield is suspended indefinitely and was the first Cup driver to test positive.
You know that you got to take it very serious, and I think it's very unfortunate for Jeremy, but it's going to send a big message, to everybody up and down through this garage area to make sure that we're treating this sport as professionally as it deserves to be treated.
NASCAR's doing their job, and that's important. And it's whether he was racing or not, it's still important to keep the garage clean, and they're doing their job.
But even with the pre-race distraction, nothing to take away from the historic win of Martin. With the win, he's now top 12 in points and looking to what may be next for him at Hendrick.
It's early in the year. There's a lot of cool things could happen yet this year, the way things are going.
Now Mark Martin has cemented his legacy here at Darlington with 2 victories at the track, too tough to tame. But the magic number for Martin is 1, that elusive first championship at 50 years old. That's going to do it from Darlington Raceway. I'm Matt Lincoln, News 13 Sports.